In today's video, we're going to do a powerful hypnosis session to help you visualize exactly what it is you want in your life so you can begin to attract the situations, circumstances, and events to visualize and manifest exactly what it is that you want. Now, if this is your first time listening to this video, I recommend listening to the next couple of minutes of me explaining what's going to happen, because this way you'll get the best actual experience from the session. Now, if you've already seen this video, I'll put an option for you to fast forward and jump straight into the meditation. That way you can go back and just skip ahead and listen to it over and over again. Also, I recommend if you are listening to this for the first time, like this video and then also save it so you can come back and listen to this and practice this visualization process on a daily basis. And lastly, I purposely made the visualization short, sweet, and to the point. That way you're not having to spend 30, 45 minutes of hypnosis and meditating. This is going to be 5 to 8 minutes of really just getting it in there, charging up their manifestations, visualizing what you want, and then boom, going on throughout the day. So now before we get into the session, let me explain to you why it's so important to visualize and what actually is happening, because there's a lot of, I think, misconceptions, or not that the teachings are incorrectly, I think there's just another layer to add. So a lot of people will preach that, hey, just visualize what you want and you'll start to attract things into your life, which I agree with to a certain extent. The next piece of that is taking the action to put us in the situations to begin to attract those things into our life, right? Again, if you really want, some ice cream and you just sit around all day in your house and visualize ice cream, chances of the ice cream actually showing up are going to be pretty almost next to none, right? Now, could some random person bring by an ice cream? Maybe, right? But we want to give ourselves the best possible chances of actually getting our ice cream. So it's the same thing with visualization. So part of the visualization, yes, is to put ourselves into attract and manifest and magnetize the people, situations, circumstances, and events to create that in our lives. More importantly, in my opinion, is it creates the hunger, the desire, the passion to take the action to go after what we want. So what do I mean by this? Well, listen, speaking of ice cream, let's say you're sitting at home and you're watching TV and then boom, a commercial comes on with your favorite ice cream. And you're just seeing it, the ice cream looks so good and you can start to taste it and you'll literally start to salivate and create the desire, the hunger to go get the ice cream. And then, hey, maybe in that moment, you might not even have been hungry and all of a sudden you're craving the ice cream and you might get up right then and there and go to the ice cream store. Me personally, my favorite is Baskin-Robbins. I love pralines and cream. It's been my favorite ever since I was a kid. I digress. So why am I sharing this with you? Well, when you see that image, that visualization of the ice cream and it looks beautiful and it has the background music and you can begin to taste it, having somebody eat it and they're smiling and you can feel the emotions of it, that's what creates the desire to go take the action, to get in your car, drive to the store. Now, another interesting thing, if you don't do it in that moment, you will find that maybe a day later, 2 days later, 3 days later, a week later, you're still desiring that ice cream because that visualization was planted so deep in your subconscious mind through the commercial. So how does this apply to our manifestations? Well, again, it's of my opinion that the most important part about the visualization is to create the desire to take the actions in order to get what we want. Again, yes, we will attract and magnetize and all that. More importantly though, when you're visualizing the relationship that you want, the body that you want, the house or whatever, that creates that feeling, that desire, that salivation, right? You become watering at your mouth like, man, I want that new car so bad, or I want to be in that relationship that I'm gonna take the actions necessary in order to get it. So that's the main component of what we're doing in today's session, is to charge up and make you feel that hunger, that desire to take the action to go get exactly whatever it is you want, okay? Now, in this session, we're gonna play with what are called the submodalities of your visualization. So to make it simple, it's just the characteristics, the senses, okay? So we're talking about what we see, what we hear, what we smell, what we taste, and what we touch. Now, taste isn't always necessarily something and smell isn't. Definitely visualizing, hearing, and feeling are gonna be very, very tangible. And when we go through this process, again, the reason why we're doing this is because it creates that desire, that hunger. Again, using the ice cream commercial example, if you were watching an ice cream commercial and the picture was black and white and it was a little fuzzy and there was no sound, nobody was eating the ice cream, creating that, oh man, you're licking the ice cream, it tastes so good, you probably wouldn't even want the ice cream, right? That's why, like on your iPhone, if you click that little button 3 times, it'll make everything gray. Well, that creates it to where you don't want to really click on the apps anymore because they're not colorful and bright and real and lifelike. So when we go through the visualization process, that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it real. We're going to make it vivid. We're going to make it lifelike. We're going to add sounds, colors, all that good stuff. So it creates that desire. Okay. So we're going to dive into the session now. And if you don't know exactly what you want yet, just pick something just for the sake of the practice. So maybe you want to look a certain way in your body. Maybe you want to speak a certain way. You want to show up in the world a certain way. Maybe you want a house, a car, relationship, or maybe you just want to feel happy. And whatever that looks like to you, we're going to do that in this session. Okay. So if you need to, pause the video, think about whatever it is that you want. And then once you have it, then we'll go into the session. And by the way, if you know what you want, comment down below what you're going to visualize. And after, I would love some feedback on what you experience. That way I can develop even better and better sessions as I continue to put out videos. So comment below what you're going to visualize, and then comment after, I'll remind you of what you experienced, okay? So we're going to start the session now. You want to make sure that you're in a quiet place, no distractions. If you have headphones, it'll help. It's not required. You can do a speaker. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. That way we're not going through the session and then you get a call or a text or something. And make sure you're not driving or operating heavy equipment. And if you have gum, go ahead and spit it out. And then for this process, you can actually do this standing, which will actually improve it because you can really get your body involved. If not, I recommend sitting up straight. You don't really want to do this laying down flat because you might fall asleep, okay? So with that being said, let's dive into the session. So we're going to start this session off with our eyes open. And what I'm going to have you do is just keep your eyes open, and I want you to look up to where you can start to see the ridge of your eyebrows. Okay, you may even see your eyebrow hair or even your eyelashes. And as you look up, I want you to pick a specific spot to focus on. And as you focus on that spot, you feel yourself now go into trance. And as you feel yourself now go into trance, you become present in this moment. Keep looking up and keep your eyes focused on that spot. That's right. Now I want you to take a long, deep breath in and hold it for a few seconds. And as you breathe out, go ahead and close your eyes. Just allow yourself to go deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. And as you're sitting there listening to my voice with your eyes closed, breathing in and out of your lungs, your subconscious mind is now open to visualize your success. I want you to pretend and imagine that you have already created what it is that you want to create in your life. Just pretend as if your wish has been fulfilled and it's already come true. And as you imagine your wish fulfilled, I want you to picture this in your mind's eye. See it clearly and vividly. And if you're having trouble visualizing, that's perfectly okay. Just do the best you can. That's right. And as you imagine this image in your mind, I want you to turn up the brightness. Make it bright. Make it real. make it lifelike. I want you to dial in the focus so you can see it clearly and vividly, like you're watching it in HD. As you turn up the brightness and dial in the focus, and as you turn up the brightness and dial in the focus, I want you to add colors of what you're going to see when your manifestation and visualization has actually come true. Add color, make it real, make it vivid, make it lifelike. See this image come alive. That's right. I want you to imagine what you're going to hear when your manifestation has come true. What are you hearing internally from your own self-dialogue? Saying to yourself, wow, I did it. I am a success. What are you hearing externally in your environment? Are there people around? If so, what are you hearing? What background noises are you noticing? If there's no people around, what else are you hearing as you imagine yourself in the wish already fulfilled? I want you to dial in the volume to where it sounds perfect. It sounds just right. I want you to hear it in your left ear. I want you to hear it in your right ear. Hear it like surround sound coming from every angle. Allow yourself to experience the goosebumps that you get of your wish being fulfilled. And notice what you feel like in this moment. Imagine it's already come true. Allow yourself to smile from ear to ear, knowing that you are a success. That's right. Allow yourself to experience the abundance, the joy, the happiness, the excitement to create this in your life. That's right. And as you notice what you see, you pay attention to what you hear, and you're aware of how you feel. I want you to take this image and play it out as a movie in your mind. Notice how becoming this version of yourself, how you show up in the world, and how the world responds to you. That's right. And I want you to make a commitment to yourself that from this point forward, you will practice this process on a daily basis. Commit that you will take a few minutes out of each day and visualize and create what it is that you want in your life. And it's okay if you miss a day or two here or there. That's perfectly okay. Just make the commitment that you will practice this process until this becomes your reality. That's right. Now in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I count to 5, your eyes will open. You'll be fully alert, feeling fantastic in every way, knowing deep down within yourself, these few moments in hypnosis have been truly very successful for you. 1, you're now feeling inspired to take action on your goals and dreams. 2, feeling and knowing your time here doing this process has been one of the best decisions of your life. 3, feeling and knowing that you will go out and create whatever it is that you want in your life. 4, and 5. eyes open, fully alert, feeling fantastic in every way. Awesome, guys. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. And if you like this experience, like the video and comment down below what you saw. It'll actually help to sink in, to really burn this image into your brain. What did you see? And write it in detail if you like down below. And again, I recommend saving this, going back. I'll give you the option to fast forward and just practice this a little bit every day, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, however long it took, and just prime your brain with this process until it actually comes true. And I'm telling you this, as you start to do this, okay, you're gonna start to get little synchronicities, serendipities, coincidences, I put it in quotes, and you're gonna start to notice little things that pop up and kind of a wink saying, hey, you're on the right track, keep going. And as you start to do this and you start to notice those synchronicities, that's a sign that you are on the right path. Now, here's one thing I will say. As we grow and as we expand, we're expanding through our subconscious beliefs, the walls that we have, what I like to call glass ceilings. And these glass ceilings are beliefs that say things like, I'm not good enough, I can't, that'll never happen, I don't deserve, it's too hard, I'm not enough, whatever it may be. And some of you may have even heard that dialogue in your mind internally. And if so, as you start to expand and you hit these walls, there may be resistance. There may be self-sabotage, or what we call non-confronts, of where you start to create it and then you start to shrink because you're like, oh no, what if this? What if I do it and this happens, and this happens, and this happens? And by the way, if you experience this, congratulations, you're human, you're normal. That's a part of our human experience. What I will say is this, is as you start to expand into the person that has what you want, if you do not remove these barriers, these glass ceilings, we often will shrink back down to our identity of who we currently are. And if you're somebody who wants to expand beyond those, the fastest way to break through those glass ceilings is to dive into the subconscious mind and figure out, what are these beliefs, the self-sabotage, the non-confronts, the I'm not good enough, I can't do it, I don't deserve it, I'm not worthy, that'll never happen for me, it's too hard. Whatever it may be, the fastest way to get there is to dive into the subconscious and clear out those beliefs. So listen, if you're a high performer, you're a business leader, you're like, Dom, I really want to expand, I want to manifest, I want to create success, and you want to get there faster, you want to break through those glass ceilings so you can actually create this in your reality, I'm going to put a link down in the description for you to book a free hypnosis assessment with one of my certified hypnotherapists to see if either you and I are a good fit to work together or you and somebody on my team are a good fit to work together. So again, if that's you, there's a link down in the description for you to book a free assessment. And for those of you who watched the video, I appreciate you guys, your love and all the feedback and everything. If this is your first time, I highly recommend subscribing to the channel. I put out stuff like this all the time. So click the link below. See you guys in the next video.